And welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Sexy Gothic, where I'm doing one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Well, as a series. One of my favorite series, and one of the parts of that series, Gothic 3. Last time we finally liberated Ardina something. And because this is my first, finally, like a little bit of relaxation, this is my first open world RPG that I will be doing on my channel. That means I'm gonna be having we're gonna be taking it slow. We're gonna be reading, finding everything as we can as we go. That is, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be great. Take everything, thank you very much. Again, we can just sit on a bench alongside our good friend neighborhoods Milton, Diego, and Gorn. These guys you would remember if you played the game. These guys are your best friends through the entire game. Well, all three games. They are your teachers, your friends, your lovers, not really, and your bestest buddies. Did I say friends? That's the difference between a buddy and a friend. We have pops when opened, a roast meat bug, life energy 10% and 50% on endurance. Now do remember, now we have actual, compared to the previous two games, we have a stamina bar, which is the yellow bar, and it's a very different kind of a thing. If you played your Dark Souls, you know how that works. You waste overly too much on stupid moves, you're gonna waste a lot of stamina on there. And again, I do love that the bodies do stay again for a very long time. We can see some scout there in the distance, dead behind everything. As you can see there, he has a Krushpach that is right there near him. He was hiding, his dead body was hiding there. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm gonna be finally having lots of fun with this. Collecting everything. Very important at the very beginning to collect everything you see. There is no weight limit in any of the Gothic games, from what I'm realizing or thinking. Well, I do know first two. I don't know about this one. Let's see. We can, of course, we can see our inventory. We can see everything. We can see the weaponry, the armor, the magic objects. We have the light. Now these things are not runes or something. Rune magic has been completely abolished after the second game. I'm not gonna tell you why. If you never played previous games, I'm not gonna spoil you. But believe me, it's an amazing story in all the games. It's one of the best RPG stories I've played, because I actually enjoyed it and I just couldn't stop playing. So that means it's an amazing. So again, we have a lot of potion. We have booze, endurance, and all that. We have our brooms. We don't have an ability to utilize the broom, but we have the impact damage. We of course our coins, our lockpicks, and our torches. I'm not gonna utilize torches because they kill FPS like nobody's bitch. So I'm gonna try and avoid that utilization of that. I'm gonna position the bow on 2 because that's my favorites, 1 and 2, like in previous games. And of course, we can see here experience level 1. Really? I guess we were level 0 in the previous. So level 1. Learning point stand. This is what you need to learn how to upgrade your strength, hunting skill, which is your dexterity, ancient knowledge, and all that. Well, hunting skill. I don't know how much you can actually. They changed. There was the dexterity, and then there was hunting skills, which you can utilize to cut animals open and get their hides and teeth and claws and sell them, which is very important at the very beginning of the previous game. If you want to get a lot of money, or ancient knowledge, again, magic, smithing, thieving, alchemy, life energy, endurance, and mana. Again, you can learn smithing to make your own armors, weapons, thieving, of course, if you need to better lockpicking and stuff like. They did simplify a few things compared to the previous game, which the previous game really added a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things. And again, of course, armor protection, which is totally 0, as of course our unnamed hero will always be a noob at teaching himself how to actually wear armor into the fucking combat, because he can't remember to actually take armor into the combat area. Fucking moron. I mean, also what I'm gonna be talking about is that you begin with strength of 100, hunting skill of 100, and certain specialized bonuses. Well, that is certain things. You have the sword fighter, which in previous games you start with 0 always because you're a moron, and of course you know, where your character is a moron, and of course you start virtually with everything with 0. You don't even have a smithing skill and all that, right? But this time around he comes with the Orc Slayer. The hero does additional close combat to orcs, requires rank 100, requirement large weapon, And again, we can use the Orc Sword of Orcness, which we do have the Orc Slayer, the preferred weapon of the rebels, specially designed for the Orc War. Requires, as you can see, the assault bonus skill Orc Slayer. That's what it gives you, of course. But the thing is that all these things you need skill points to learn as you go, but you also need strength. As you need this one for this one to get a better sword fighter, you need 150 strength, which we do not have. But I'm gonna go is with shields and one-handed weaponry, right? And we're gonna be going for a crossbow right here. Game hunter, not that. Something, one of these things, right? Master archer, damage animal, wild boars. I don't know. There are many things. Oh, there it is. Crossbows, heavy crossbows. We cannot utilize them 135 points. Missile damage 55. Worn. I have no idea what that means. Is there like a damage now onto your? No, maybe not. Like you can damage your equipment. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see as how it goes. Okay, let's first and foremost heal. And now we can utilize beds in housings to heal ourselves, wake up next morning, we're all freshed up, sexy like a beast, and that's something we're gonna be doing. We're not gonna be talking with anyone at the moment. We're gonna be picking up most of the things as we go, because to be honest, that will be our first objective. Pick up as many things as you can. We have gold here. Nobody cares that we're taking gold. Healing potions. I guess because they are friendly to us, they're allowing us to do this. But as I said, like, there are certain things that I don't like from what I'm noticing, is that there are no, like, in previous game, if you enter enemy house, well, anyone's house, they would be like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? Get away. And they're gonna want to try and attack you. And I see guys will be like, hey dude, what are you attacking me? Like, what are you doing in there someone else's house, right? And you'll be like, oh well, gee, you know, I don't know. And of course we have these chests. There are certain colorings on them. Certain chests, like a big red ones, I believe, are ones that are need lock picking for skill, that is. You see, but we can open any of these chests and take everything inside. We have a head knock. A wall aim head knock will knock over any opponent, which is, and of course fire arrows. That's just something new to GOTHIC series, is that you have more different kinds of arrows and bolts and all that. Now of course there in Night of the Raven you can find magic bolts and stuff like that, which was added of course with the expansion, but I don't remember previous games having that at all, considering that I actually did finish the first one very well, a little bit before coming to this amazing GOTHIC 3. So again, as I said, we can go to the bed and rest a little bit, or we can just, as you can see, you get immediately sleep until next morning, until noon, until the next evening, until midnight. So again, it's not next noon or next midnight. Again, you can just sleep until noon. We can do that, but we won't be. First, we're gonna just take all the equipment that is on the ground for selling, specifically just for selling. I mean, hell's bells, all these things will disappear over time, and we want every weapon possible from these things, right? From the dead orcs, slaves, and women. We want to, you know, all the good stuff, all the good stuff. Everything else will stay there forever, but the dead bodies won't. So pick up everything that we can. Thank you very much. Some slaves did survive the war against the orcs in the settlement, and that's it. And I think that's it. That maybe there's something far out there, but I don't care. That's not gonna be my concern. I'm gonna go and rest a little bit. Let's get inside this house. I'm gonna rest a little bit, have a little bit of fun, and let's sleep until the next morning. Well, let's go until noon. You know, like, it's still the same day if I'm not mistaken and all that, right? Oh, it's the second day. Maybe, I guess not. Okay, so reputation with rebels. This is your massive map. This is Mertana, and these are the Northlands, and these are of course I don't know how they're called. Nonetheless, we have a fine Zardas. I presume Zardas is evil, because he's a douchebag like that. Successfully liberty. So you have failed quests. As I said, you can kill named NPCs, and they will, when they die, some quests will be failed. You know, you will fail them, and you won't be able to finish them whatsoever. So watch out on that. They can also die by, not just by your hand, by enemies' hands, accidentally. Everything can die. And like Diego died a lot for me in the second game. I'm not gonna spoil why, but he died a lot.
Another fine mess we've got ourselves into.
What happened here, Diego?
What happened here? Quite obviously, the orcs have won their war against King Robar. And now the orcs are sweeping through the land, enslaving the humans. But most of all, I would like to know what happened to Lester.
Lester is a douchebag, man. Gorn is your Schwarzenegger.
Just like old times, huh? The orcs weren't all that strong. There must be other tougher ones. What about Lester? Wasn't he going to get some reinforcements?
The only problem I have with all these characters, there are no voice actors from the previous games. They changed them completely. I don't like that. Diego and Gorn are like I love the voice actors in the first two games. They reused them many times, but I loved the game. You know, that's what makes GOTHIC 1 and 2 classic, because the voice actors, they're amazing. I love them.
I can't help it. I don't like orcs. What's going on with Lester? He was going to get reinforcements. My runes have lost their power. I don't think it's any different for the other fire mages. I'm going to set out and try to learn the ancient true magic.
What are you talking about?
Before there were runes, only a very few, very powerful people could do magic. That knowledge must be found somewhere. I will seek it.
Good luck.
Thanks. We'll meet again.
Now, of course, you can come with certain characters and follow them, and and the next time you come here, of course, they're gonna be all gone. Like when I go to Leicester, and after that, like they're gonna be gone. They're gonna go their separate ways, but they're gonna be like really nicely positioned. Like Diego will be going to the deserts, and Milton will go to the highlands, I think. Gorn also, and Leicester will be staying in their town, I believe. Nonetheless, all these characters are alive, and the difference is between other RPGs, open world RPGs, is that all these characters matter. As you play 1 and 2 and 3, believe me, I cannot express how much fun it was to come back to GOTHIC. Now, if you utilize campfires to, when you kill a few beasts, you can put a meat, like in previous games, you can utilize many things around you. It's a true CRPG, right? You wanna cook something, right? And you can utilize that for health bonuses. You can eat raw meat, and you can eat meat that is cooked or fried, or whatever you're gonna call it, and you get bigger health out of that. It's amazing stuff, pure sex. What has Zardas got to do with the orcs?
What has Zardas got to do with the orcs?
He's gonna say that anyway, so why don't we try?
What's wrong with you? Haven't you been here these last few weeks? Zardas is the leader of the orcs. He betrayed us.
What else do you know about Zardas?
He destroyed the rune magic, that filthy swine. Deprived of their magic, paladins and fire mages never stood a chance against the hordes of orcs.
What's in Reddick?
The rebel camp. It's in the middle of the forest, where the wolves are.
I can handle wolves.
No, we can't.
Yes, but those beasts are awfully aggressive, and you won't be able to find it by yourself. I think your buddy Gorn knows where it is. You should go talk to him.
What should I tell the rebels?
Tell their leaders to send us fighters. We don't stand a chance by ourselves. Now we're also in it up to our necks.
And of course you get a quest. Again, what I love about GOTHIC is in general that the world is there. It's alive. And this was the Piranha Bytes' very first real massive world, right? It's cut in many different territories compared to the first two games. And, I understand why the bugs happen and the crap happened and all that. I don't blame them, right? And all the mess that went through all that crap, right? I don't blame them whatsoever. Thank you, game, for allowing me to get everything. Now, of course, you cannot utilize the shields, but you can take many things. As you can see, you can get the axe from the wall and get the wooden shield from the wall. I love it. It's the interaction with the world that is very important to me in any game. And of course, Elder Scrolls and GOTHIC really excel at that. And of course, Divinity games. If you played Divinity previous games, Divinity, very first Divine Divinity, did the same thing. We get a raw steel if we want to actually make something with the endurance potion. And again, I'm gonna be trying to do this as it's my first open world on the channel. It's gonna be very slow. I'm gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna explore everything. I'm gonna touch in every nook and cranny, and you're gonna see that. I'm not gonna cut anything. Like if I'm gonna collect for 5 hours and die 500 times, you're gonna see all that. No cutting, no nothing. Like that's how you play these games. Again, as I said, I miss the point that you can get caught and people be like against you if you try to steal their shit, if you try to sleep in their beds. Like they are brutal about that. well, tend to be. And this game not so much, sadly. I don't know why they cut that part out. Maybe it was a bugginess, or maybe they just forgot about it, or just in general they it was one of the unfinished stuff. Again, you get a blueprint for the broadsword and all that amazing stuff. And that's okay. I understand. I understand completely. I mean, if this was again PB's very first real open, massively open world, there are no loading screens in any of their games except in certain key locations. In the first one you have like 4 locations, and in the second one only I believe 2 locations where you have loading screens. All else is always open, so that's the beauty about it. That was way before like 2001, and way before the Morrowind came. That is, the Gothic came before the Morrowind, and blew my mind with the possibilities and the enjoyment of the world that you explore in number 1. I love Swamp Camp. Is my favorite camp, and I enjoyed it when I was a kid. I was younger, and I enjoyed just learning how to actually join these. There's no hand-holding in any of these games. Like, you have to learn how to appease certain factions, and you have to learn how to do it, and the game ain't gonna help you.
In the beginning, the nomads roamed the land, and the Eternal Wanderer led the way.
And you get the Ancient Knowledge +3. And these things were introduced, bookshelves, introduced in number 1, but only number 2 that they started being useful. You get XP usually out of them, just XP. But in this one you get specific to certain skill, which is again a very nice thing. I honestly can't say anything bad about Gothic series. It is one of my favorite. I love everything about it, from the models of the characters, from the armor and look of the armors and all that. Every single nook and cranny, everything is perfection. And I will also allow you to notice Witcher 3 in this game. That is the atmosphere, the locations. You will notice Witcher 3 in certain moments, not because The Witcher 3 stole it or some bullshit that people tend to utilize that word like stole or rip off bullshit, morons. No, it's the inspiration from European countries, not from some Western like imagining what fantasy is. Right? I much prefer the mythologies and spirit of the Eastern cultures than it is the Western ones. And of course we have the shrines.
Enos.
Now you have 3 gods: Enos, Beliar, which of course is the bad boy, and of course Adanos. Of course you can get some grant me the knowledge, and you have to give, you can learn, like, you want more endurance, you have to again utilize
Grant me endurance.
You want more endurance, +4 costs you 1 learning point and 25 gold. You want 20 plus 25 learning point, 185 gold. But at the moment I'm gonna just concentrate on getting the selling the equipment that I have, or whatever I've actually borrowed from all these housings, and then getting the utilizing the crossbow immediately, because crossbow does a massive damage. It's slow at the very beginning as fuck, but does massive damage, like really massive damage. Okay, we have we're gonna take that. We're gonna take everything ham on the freaking beautiful table. We have wine, another wine, and with bread and excellent. Casket, excellent. Now casket usually could be open, dependable. They are on your miscellaneous equipment, and you can't open them. Okay, it's like in the previous games. You can't really open them, unless, like we have lockpicking screens, so it's not gonna be able to lock. You can sell them. Some caskets I believe you can open, and of course get items and gold. There are a lot of things you can explore in these worlds. As I said, everything is open to you. You can raid, pillage, and burn everything. I love that. Just that addition that you can kill everyone, even your named characters, quest givers, is the main stuff. Of course, the one that really goes over was Morrowind, and I love that aspect in Morrowind, where you have the ability to kill everyone until they start dumbing down that in Oblivion with essential characters and all that bullshit. Of course, you have the alchemist bench you can immediately utilize for nothing, because we are not good with anything. We have some vials. I may go with alchemy, because I'm not gonna go with magic and stuff like that. So why not go with alchemy, learning how to make our potions, and you know, like be a mix of awesome, right? Be a witcher, but not really. You know, be utilizing one-handed weapon with shield, mercenary. But we also need to learn a little bit about land and utilize the, you know, all
Here
the
it says
herbs.
something about alchemy.
And there you go, alchemy plus 3 equals to 13, and that immediately shows. Vial, thank you very much. And we got a chest. You can now make a healing potion from healing plants. So for that we need certain plants, like healing plants. So we're gonna go to the alchemist bench. Excellent. We got a healing potion, and we have 10 water. We don't have any healing plants, and we have a vial, 12 vials. Require knowledge, brew healing potions. Right?
I don't have the ingredients for
You
that.
do not have ingredients, so we need a healing plant. Healing plants are usually everywhere in the game. So we have a vial, thank you very much. They're usually everywhere. You can find them in any little patch of grass, near enemies, tombs, everywhere. Okay, you're nothing to pick up. We're gonna try and make our first potion. Why the hell not? Music in this game is amazing. I mean, in all the games is amazing. Like, every game in the series has amazing music. The main title theme of the Gothic is just mind-blowing. Healing root. Is that the thing that I needed? Healing root, right? Well, healing plant. Healing plant or healing root? Doesn't really matter. We're gonna try it out nonetheless. I'm gonna just pick up certain things for myself personally before we go back to the village of Awesome. What is that? A chest of beautiful things. Okay. I like when you press once on that, they immediately automatically go towards that thing. Compared to the previous games, it really helps a lot, because he would say, like, stand like this close. He said, like, I'm too far away. Like, come on, get closer, you moron. Now, the thing is also about this specific character, the unnamed hero. He stays unnamed through the entire games. Well, all 3 games, I believe. Thank you, lag. And the beauty about that specifically is that he is his own character. He develops in different ways than you would have with a named character specifically, and that's the beautiful thing. I'm gonna save here just for in case of emergency. So we have these 2 saves are gonna be my main saves. I have the previous save from playing a little bit from previously in the game, but I'm gonna go with you guys with this character. We're gonna follow the same route as I did with that previous build. I mean, it's just about, you know, just we're gonna be collecting some healing plants. Oh, there it is. There's a healing root and healing plant. Yeah. I think I have. Oh, there is a healing plant. You can of course see the difference in terms of, you know, like what is what in terms of plants, and it's very obvious, and it's really cool for you to actually notice that boars, evil thing. Very aggressive, likes to kill people. I don't know why. There's the wolf, and we can only get the raw meat, and we can of course cook that under the freaking over the fire. Scavenger meat, and of course, if I believe the hunting skill, we can learn to still get wolf skins, mandibles from the insectoid creatures like the ever so beautiful mine crawlers. And the good thing about utilizing the bow is that he will notice through the distance if there are enemies in the bushes. You can see, like, if you don't notice them the other way, like without your weapon drawn, it's gonna be a little bit different when all of a sudden you find a shadow beast and you get fucked. Okay. Someone is fighting somewhere. I'm not seeing it. A wild boar, a bandit's fighting against a wild boar. In this case, a wild boar would win. Oh, there are 3 of them. Oh shit, son. Oh, a light bandit comes to... Oh, he has a shield. These guys are nothing to joke about. As you can see, the color is completely red. But that doesn't mean that my arrows ain't gonna penetrate your shield. Oh, man. Run away. Run away. We could try and defeat one of these, but he has a shield. The problem with the shield is if we hit from certain angle, we ain't gonna hit, of course. If we hit to the right, we ain't gonna do much. Of course, his friend might come very soon if they killed that boar. You see, we hit his shield. We want to do the massive... But we can kill him. I mean, he is a very red for us, but... Bitch! And I do love the physics engine in this one. I really like it. He had just a cudgel. Really, that's the thing I was afraid of. Unbelievable. But still, we could try and help the boar. Let's help the boar by saving first. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because this is enjoying for me. Because again, I know it's laggy here and there, I know, but that's what I mean. I'm not gonna play on lower just because of that. Like, fuck that. I want to enjoy it also in the graphics of the 2007. While that one is fighting the boar. Oh, that one can stagger you heavily. That kind of a stab. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good for now. Uh-oh. Wait, see that? Stagger and death. That's what you can expect. Stagger and death. It's not my fault that you're not cool. Is it my fault? We don't even have armor. We don't have the basic armor. They cost a lot. But yeah, I mean, the balancing and the AI, alternative AI, does help. I mean, it is a must. It's a must. I mean, the community, I mean, it's a patch that you have to have. It's like for the Bloodlines. If you play Vampire Bloodlines, when it came out, it was a buggy piece of mess. I loved it. As I said, I will always say, I don't mind bugs or unfinished states usually. But bugs specifically, I don't mind. I can play through them and love the game still. I don't mind that whatsoever. But you know, when you of course, even Bloodline has the a patch that you have to have. Oh, come on, don't block me. Don't block me. Don't hit me. Then why would you hit me? So this one is a little bit dangerous for his, specifically for. I can defeat you. Oh, nice. 3 shots on him. Oh, one more. Yes! And it will notice that you can't take enemy armors in this game. That's in all of the, or in all games, in all the GOTHIC games, that's how it works. You can't do that. While he's fighting, I'll just open the chest that he has. Take whatever he has inside, with some fire arrows, which will not be utilizing against humans. Ooh, a heavy chest. Ooh, and I can actually unlock it. As you can, lockpick used. And we found a Hashishin knife, a scavenger egg, a transformation potion, a gold nugget, and a flame wave. I'm hearing goblins. While he's fighting him, let's go inside here and maybe we'll find something. Nope. Okay. Show him, Boar. Wow, Boar is still much alive, but he's also alive. They're fighting for 5-10 minutes or something, and they're still fucking alive, both of them. I mean, they're giving me a chance to have fun, but come on! I'm just gonna stay right behind them and have fun. Ah, game, I love you. I love you. Wait, not that. Oh, he stabbed me! Go, 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 Boar! Go! Attack him! Is there anything else in this place? I mean, I see certain things. Yeah. Yeah! Kill him, Boar! Fuck you, Boar. Fuck you in the ass. Level up, bitches. That's what I love about Gothic in general. Oh my god, he's still following me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Boar being attacked by a wolf! Could this be a sign from the gods themselves? Okay, while they're doing that, I'm just gonna show you a little bit of heal with the most regular stuff. And he will actually see you can see him doing that, and I love that in all the Gothic games. There's like that animation is just cool to have in a game, because I don't consider RPGs have to be that retarded like in as you can see, he immediately eats him. Like in Elder Scrolls, like you have to pick up every single thing as fast as possible, right? I don't like that specifically. Again, Elder Scrolls are not RPGs to me, but when modders try and make the game RPG-like, it's very important. Can I get that? No, okay, just eat him. So let's make our first potion. We're gonna have fun there. And still the bodies are still there. How much did it pass time in terms of, like, look at this, the bodies are still there. I like that. I truly love that aspect. Did I talk with Gorn? I talked with Gorn, I talked with Milton, I talked with Diego, and they want to know what the fuck is happening with Lester. And we saw Lester there enjoying, doesn't give two fucks about us. Lester doesn't give a crap. Oh yeah, by the way, you can utilize again all the smithing equipment, like whetstone,
No.
honed blades. You can make your stuff here if you go on the anvil. And of course, broadsword needs, again, you need all these things.
I don't have the ingredients.
And again,
for
you
that.
need the knowledge of a smith, and I don't think we have that as a knowledge at all. Like smithing stuff and all that, I don't think we have that. Acrobatics, you have some acrobatic. There, we do actually have a smithing. The hero can forge normal weapons on an anvil. He needs a blueprint, the components, and a smith's hammer. We can get that nice sword. But the thing about the sword is that, what is it? Where is it? The blueprint. Where's my blueprint? Well, it doesn't really matter. The thing about the sword, we need strength. We only have 100 strength. We're still on level. We only now have how much? We have 20 learning points. And again, I want to utilize 20 learning points on strength and on crossbow. Crossbow very important to have at the very beginning. Where's the freaking alchemy set? Oh, there it is. I usually have a good memory of things, and navigation is amazing for me, but I did miss a few chests, so we're gonna go back to a few chests, borrow them, because nobody cares. Demon will not care to actually take it. Again, that's again one, just a little bit. I know it's a tiny bit, but it's very important to keep in mind. Like, you know, I like when you get screwed over by the NPC because you stole something from them. I consider that a really nice addition in games in general, when NPC are like, hey dude, what the hell are you doing in my house? Why are you touching my woman? And all that. I mean, you understand that. You would do that the same thing. But I like that where they're like that. In this one, it was in they cut that part like they still wouldn't allow you to open chests, but entering their housings, that's something that annoys me. Like that we do not have that ability like in previous games. Like, well, the NPCs don't have that ability, where they're gonna be all like, hey dude, get the fuck out of my house or I'm gonna attack you. And then they attack you and then you screw yourself, usually. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I know where the alchemist bench is, thank you very much. And we can make our first healing. How many we're gonna be making? We're gonna make 2. They have 50% and they have very valuable 250 gold pieces. Thank you very much. We only had like what, healing plants, only 2 we had, so that's why we at the end of the build. But nonetheless, amazing stuff. We need more healing plants. So first we're gonna go, instead of just scouring the lands, we got our healing healing points. Beautiful healing brunenses, how are you gonna call them? Potions of mastery. We have been here, excellent. And of course, that's a massive weapon of choice. So yeah, we're gonna go to Lester, and Lester's gonna tell us some interesting stuff. We're gonna be like, hey dude, why are you here? Why are we awesome? Why aren't you wearing any armor? That's what they're gonna tell. Everybody has armor. We do not have armor. We're the only person in the entire group that went outside like, I'm a boss, I don't need armor. You know, like fucking moron. And that's why you need to buy armors. I did not use any other mods, and this is just the vanilla game with the community patching, which is again the very important patch to have in the game. There is no weight limit, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, no weight limit whatsoever, so take anything you want as much as you need. Let me see. Yeah, we know where our beautiful friend Lester is. He's right in front of us.
Bad news. There will be no reinforcements.
Bad news,
So I
man.
noticed. What happened?
Go look for the ship. You're not gonna find it.
What?
Pirates. It was all over in a moment.
What about our equipment, man?
And what about our equipment?
What do you think? We'll have to get some new stuff. Talk to Diego. He knows a lot about acquiring things.
What are you going to do now?
I'm gonna try and make it to the south somehow.
But we'll meet again, surely.
I should think so. Let us have our chat in peace.
So yeah, he's going also south. That means he's gonna be going towards deserts.
You have to watch what you say.
So let's explore a little bit around these locations. Expect a nice lag. I love that lag. I don't mind. As I said, I really don't mind these lags. Oh, what are you? Oh, that's a boar. I was thinking that was a lurker. Yeah, like I can barely kill a wolf at this point, and we're gonna be having some quests for the boars. Yeah, disappearing stuff, clipping and shit. Awesome. Now the thing is also what I like. You can't. I guess I said you can't latch on roofs and stuff. There are no ledges anymore in the game, which also is one thing I don't like. Wow, that's a lot of stuff these fishermen had. Again, they didn't give a fuck that I actually took all their equipment and entered their home. I'm not gonna judge the game because of that. Again, it's just one of bad things that I really loved about the previous games. They ain't gonna care if you take their stuff, it would seem. We'll see how that goes. I mean, we are at the very start, so at the moment, A-okay. What I wanted to talk about is campfires. You're not the Witcher, but you can actually do something. We have raw meat, and get that raw meat immediately. Now, in the previous games, you had to... it was an annoying mess of how you were supposed to do that. Like, it would break a sound barrier. Literally, it's gonna break the sound as you do it. And... yeah, I mean, play it. You know what I'm talking about. This is way better. Way better. That's how it was supposed to be in the second one even. They didn't do that. They were not smart enough. Hey, Scavenger is still there. Nobody picked him clean. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna wish you the very best. And next time, even more.